What is this? The second Sonic game I'm looking at? I must really be wanting the Death Wish then. In case you couldn't tell by the title of the video, tonight's Trash or Treasure is going to be a game that was meant to celebrate Sonic's 10th anniversary. Now, originally when this game came out back in 2001, people loved it. But nowadays, it's what people call a bad game. The game in question is Sonic Adventure 2, and I'll be using the PS3 version since I have the Ori HDMI splitter, which I already mentioned what it does in my Festival of Blood review. But with all that being said, play that intro. Enjoy the show. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new episode of Trash or Treasure, the series where I take a look at either a very beloved or hated game and give my own opinions on it. Tonight's subject is Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure 2 is a 3D action platforming game developed by Sonic Team and published by Sega, and it was originally released back in 2001 for the Sega Dreamcast, but nowadays you can get it on basically any other home console such as the GameCube, Xbox Live Arcade, and in my case the PSN Store, which is the version I'll be using for this review. Adventure 2 is meant to be a way of celebrating over 10 years of Sonic the Hedgehog and is, to my attention at least, the last Sonic game to be released on the Dreamcast since Sony's PlayStation 2 was, and still is, the best-selling home console of all time. I actually never played Adventure 2 until around 2019, I want to say, and that was just the demo, but now I played through the full game for this review. So, here's the question. Is Sonic Adventure 2 truly a piece of trash, or is it a worthwhile treasure? Let's find out. Now, like what I said in my Sonic 06 video, the story is broken up into separate parts, but this time we only have two, Hero and Dark. For this, I'll be trying to sum up the story as best as I possibly can in chronological order. In the military facility, Eggman is on the hunt for a top-secret research project created by his late grandfather, Professor Gerald. After blasting through the facility, Eggman discovers the top-secret project is a black and red hedgehog who goes by the name of Shadow, who promises Eggman world domination if Eggman can bring all 7 Chaos Emeralds. Shadow then introduces Eggman to the space colony known as ARK, which is a research facility, and it was there where Shadow was created, and it also houses some powerful military weapons, the strongest of which is called the Eclipse Cannon, which is said to be able to destroy a whole planet once powered up with all 7 Chaos Emeralds. Unbeknownst to Shadow and Eggman, however, is government spy in another series newcomer known as Rouge the Bat, a girl with a love for duels and for some reason has bigger tits than Sarah's Victoria from Hellsing Ultimate. The main reason why Gun, basically Sonic's equivalent of the United States military, sent Rouge to keep an eye on Eggman and Shadow is to recover information about the origins of the Ultimate Lifeform, that of course being Shadow, and also to keep an eye on Eggman. Pretty much Eggman and Shadow recruits Rouge without any hesitation at all. Now in Station Square, Sonic is mistakenly arrested by Gun for robbing a jewelry store, and after a scuffle with one of the Gunbots, Sonic is introduced to Shadow, who demonstrates his powers by performing Chaos Control. Sonic is then arrested and is sent to Prison Island, but is saved by Tails and Amy, all while Rouge is helping Eggman and Shadow get 3 more Chaos Emeralds, and said island blows up to Kingdom Come after Shadow saves Rouge with Chaos Control of course, and after having a flashback about a young girl named Maria. Alright, so I know I don't usually talk about character motivations in these reviews, but I feel like I should talk about Shadow before everyone just states, he's generic edgelord number 1, everyone laugh! Shadow's main motive is revenge, and he was very close to Maria, almost on the level to that of siblings. And 50 years before, during the raid on the Ark, Maria, with her dying breath, wishes for Shadow to escape to Earth, and that's where the flashbacks end pretty much. So Shadow, who has been locked up for 50 years, basically interpreted this as seek revenge against humans. Sorry Shadow, but Dracula beat you to that motive. Anyways, with 6 emeralds in hand, Eggman demonstrates the power of the Eclipse Cannon by blowing up half of the moon, which at this point got me to death. Actually, this brings up a question that I'm sure few Sonic fans have. But wouldn't blowing up half of the moon disrupt with the Earth's, I don't know, tides? I'll let you all think about that for a bit. Anyways, while locating Eggman, Sonic tells Amy and alright, Knuckles is here. You see, very early during the game, Knuckles and Rouge have a hissy fit where Eggman steals the Master Emerald, in which Knuckles shatters it and is now on the hunt for them. Eggman then contacts the president to state that Eggman will fire a direct shot at the Earth in 24 hours unless the citizens surrender to the Eggman Empire. Sonic and Co get to Eggman's base, take the rocket to the Ark. Knuckles is then all like, look this shit, I'm out, leaving Sonic, Tails, and Amy behind. Tails then reveals he has been working on a fake emerald that will explode if placed with the other 6 emeralds in the Eclipse Cannon. But before any of that could happen, Eggman then kidnaps Amy. The duo reached Eggman where Sonic tries handing Eggman the fake emerald, only for Sonic to get captured, then ejected, and the capsule that Sonic was in exploded, but thanks to Sonic somehow now being able to perform Chaos Control on his own, got out of the explosion. Alright, let's see if I can wrap this up as best as I can. Sonic races to the Eclipse Cannon where he fights Shadow again. Tails and Eggman fight, with Tails emerging the victor and failing to see Eggman escape with the last emerald, and Sonic managed to stop the cannon from firing, and Knuckles recovers pretty much the last bits of the Master Emerald while making amends with Rouge. Eggman then places the last emerald only for a video of Gerald to play. You see, with the death of Maria, who is Gerald's granddaughter, and thus is also Eggman's cousin, Gerald programmed the Ark to crash into the Earth once all 7 emeralds are placed inside. So to try and stop the Ark from crashing, Rouge then gets the bright idea to use the Master Emerald and stop the Chaos Emerald, thus stopping the Ark from crashing. So for the first time pretty much in this series, the heroes must team up with the villains and get to the cannon's core. After Shadow has a sudden change of heart, Sonic and Knuckles are already at the core where BAM! Giant fucking lizard! Actually, this monstrous reptile is known as the Bio Lizard, aka the prototype of the ultimate life form. I wish I am joking here. Before Gerald came up with Shadow, there was this thing. How in the hell did Gerald go from giant kaiju lizard to small black hedgehog? I have no fucking idea. After Shadow hands the lizard its ass pretty much, it used Chaos Control to merge with the Ark to keep it on the collision course. Now Sonic and Shadow team up where after killing the lizard, Sonic and Shadow do one massive Chaos Control which not only results in the Ark being far from Earth, but Shadow dies. During the credits, Sonic bids farewell to Shadow, thus ending Sonic Adventure 2. So that was the story of SA2. Overall, this is definitely darker compared to most Sonic plots, and while I don't mind darker stories in games, this one just feels out of place given the franchise it's a part of. So while I don't hate the story, if Sega were to work it into a different game pretty much, then it'll work. But with the story out of the way, let's talk about gameplay. Sonic Adventure 2 actually has a total of 4 gameplay styles. We have high-speed stages for Sonic and Shadow, treasure hunting for Knuckles and Rouge, mech shooting for Tails and Eggman, and only 2 cart levels for Tails and Rouge. Let's start with the high-speed gameplay since it's easier to start with. We take control of either Sonic or Shadow, and the name of the game is run, jump, homing fuck enemies in the face, and die. Overall, it's your standard 3D Sonic game. There are also character upgrades where we have the Lightspeed Dash along with new upgrades, but I'll leave those for you to discover. Treasure hunting. You know, when I first played this back in 2019, I actually had a good time playing these due to their exploration factor. But now they're fucking shit to go through, especially Security Hall with Rouge, where there's a 5-minute time limit. This is honestly my least favorite stage to play through ever. Another reason why I don't enjoy the treasure hunting stages is because of the radar. Yep, I know some Call Me Johnny and Honest Bigums talked about this in their reviews, but fuck it! In Adventure 1, the radar can detect what piece of the Master Emerald you collected, no matter what order it is. But here, the radar is completely shot up the ass, because now you have to collect the pieces in order. Why does Sega and Sonic Team feel the need to fix the radar when it wasn't even broken to begin with? Overall, fuck treasure hunting. Mech shooting. It's fine. Monotonous? Yes. Boring? Depends on who you are. That is all. Kart driving. Discount Mario Kart. That is all. Oh shit, wait! I completely forgot about the Chow Garden. Fuck this. Visually, I say this holds up alright. Character models are good, and no one has janky as hell mouths unlike in Adventure 1. OST. I absolutely love it. This is the game that spawned the most iconic Sonic theme of all time. Live and Learn by Crush 40. This is honestly one of my favorites, right next to the likes of 7 Rings in Hand, I Am, Never Turn Back, His World, and All Hail Shadow. In terms of what other issues I have with the game, well, the only one that I have is that I counted numerous times where the game would just freeze, resulting in me turning off the PS3 and turning it back on just to record more footage. I don't know if this just happens on the PSN version, but please do let me know if you encountered this issue before on different versions, whether it's the PC or Xbox Live Arcade versions. Now, let's recap. The story is okay. I only really enjoyed like 75% of the gameplay styles. Visually it held up alright. OST is fucking great. Here are my closing thoughts. Overall, outside of those shitty as all hell treasure hunting levels, Sonic Adventure 2 is still a good game. The story may be darker compared to the other Sonic games, and may not be great in the gameplay department, but with good visuals and amazing OST, give Adventure 2 a chance. Overall, Sonic Adventure 2 gets my score of a 6.5 out of 10 with my seal of a pretty good worthwhile treasure. But now, I want to know from you all. Did you play Adventure 2? Did you enjoy it? And could you recommend it to a friend? Leave your answers and more down in the comments. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. And while you're here, consider subscribing and turn on the bell to be notified whenever I make a new video. As always, my social media links are down below. I've been Horror Kid, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bury the light deep within.